Alright, John Falstrom here, Melody Mart Music Store at Homewood, Illinois. It's September 30th, 2013, Monday night. That was the great Uriah Heep and Easy Livin'. Bassist, great great Gary Thane. Song was 1972, off their masterpiece, Demons and Wizards. Now, I demonstrated this style of bass playing on a Fender bass. I'm talking Fender basses now. Gary Thane used an array of Fenders. I know he used the Jazz, P, Telly. So I decided to use this 72 Telly, my 72 Telly, because it's my favorite Fender bass. Out of all three of them, the big three, the Jazz, the Telly, and the P. Plus there's a 72, same year the song came out. Something about the Telly, which we got to look at, is the first thing you want to know about the Telecaster bass. First thing will catch your eye is the headstock. It's the original. The design is the original precision bass from '51, and the design is kind of rounded there, which makes it very unique, and I like it a lot. Gives the illusion that these tuning pegs, the butterflies, are actually bigger than they are, which I like too. I like the huge tuning pegs, and the illusion is even bigger because this is smaller than the P and the Jazz. Look at the quality of the tuners back there. Classic Fender tuners. Next thing you want to notice on this baby is probably the pickup. Right down here, you got the humbucker right there. To me, it's the best sounding Fender pickup, because if you notice, that tone doesn't quack at all. It never kind of like no gonks or nothing. It's just flat out bass. The note doesn't break up ever. Never breaks up. and the tone volume is down here, so you could actually get some nice roundness on that baby, or even make it darker. I had it right about in the middle for easy living, right here. And this is your volume. It's very simple bass, that's why I like it. You got plenty of room for your right hand to play. There's nothing in your way, so you can always just go up and down, up and down. Right down here you got the bridge. You can see another difference is you got two saddles, one for the GD, one for the E&A, which is fine. It's perfectly strobe tuned. This thing's in perfect tune, and it's got a cap, the bridge plate that goes over that. But you know, if you play a lot, you always it's always in the way. You always raising your strings up a little bit, tonation. So I just keep it off. I like to put the screws back in. While we're down here, of course, the classic, probably why, for some reason, the string tube body. The Precision Jazz do not have this. To me, this makes a lot of difference. I feel it not, probably maybe in tone. You see it. I feel it more in the feel of the strings. They got a great give to them. Just kind of perfect. Not too soft, not too stiff. So you kind of, the strings work with your fingers. Plenty of snapback, but they're not tight, they're not stiff, and they're not loose. So I think the string tube body adds to that, and that's why I probably like the Telly the best. That has a lot to do with it. The body is very simple, very straightforward, beautiful wood. This is ash. That could have something to do with it. The sound, it's an ash. The neck is maple. It's all original 72, except I finally decided to put on a new, same white pick guard. Just the other one was getting a little really banged up, so. But everything else is all original on this thing, and you can tell the tones on this guy. It's a long scale bass. Are just heavy. Put it this way: if you got a bass, if you're a bass player, and you think you play too much, overplay, they say, hey, you overplay. Play Telecaster bass. The notes sound so good and big that you really don't want to leave it. You just want to sit on that note and let it sustain out. So, and I'm serious about that. If you overplay, if you get a Telly, you tend to play less notes. I might have played more in that Easy Living song just because Gary Thane, one heck of a bass player. He moved a lot in that song, and if you listen to it, you kind of want to do him do justice on that. But the Telly's tones seem like you want to stay in your notes longer because they sound so fat and thick. So if you think you overplay too much, just get a Telly. Or if you're in a band with a bass player who overplays, tell him to get a Telecaster. He won't play so many notes. So yeah, the Telecaster is a classic bass. They were from 68 to 79, and then they discontinued them. I don't know what the status is of Tellys. I don't know where they're made, but Telecaster is a classic bass. It's worth checking it out. Whatever they got now, check them out, the new Fenders. I don't know where they're made, I don't know what they're going, but try out the Telly. Alright, this is John Falstrom again. It's September 3-0. I'm the author of EADG 4 right here, and I talk about bass guitars, different bass guitars. It's very important to have try out different basses, and I think I'll do the Precision next time. I've done the Jazz. This is my second, the Telly, which is my favorite. I'm not saying the Jazz and P, they're great too. They're phenomenal basses. I had a 77 Telly back in 77. Maybe that's why. It's just, I learned a lot on that thing. Anyways, that's it for now. John Falstrom. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.